Awesome fights, great attention for detail, and one of the best stories ever told in a game. This is one of those exclusive titles that you need to own a PlayStation 4. In the aftermath of an infectious disease, people are looking for a way to build their lives once more. People being people, however, they tend to find a way to make others' lives miserable. This is not the start of a happy story, but it's an important one. It puts you in the shoes of the ones you hate and tries to make you understand why people do what they do. It shows you how far people will go to protect the ones they love, even if it means you need to put aside what it means to be a human. Without getting into too much of the details of the story, I can tell you that I was dragged into it deeper and deeper as the chapters kept going on. At no moment did I feel like it kept going for too long, and when the climax of the story came to an end, I was left with a completely satisfied feeling. The emotions by the main characters really got to me and had a good balance in romance, action, and character building.
That round building. It looks like the TV station from your map.
Yeah.
In terms of graphics, as you all expect, The Last of Us 2 takes us to the limit as what the PS4 can do. There were many moments in the game that I was left in awe of the surroundings, and I really took a moment to enjoy what I was looking at. The details of the grass, the weather, the flow of water, and everything was taken care of with extreme perfection. There is a chapter where you enter a football stadium. In this stadium, there's so much amount of detail that if you think about that they only use it for about 3 minutes, it's amazing. The amount of time it took to create this I cannot even imagine, and this goes on for the entire game. Every area and moment of it feels as if it's completely unique, and that in itself is something special for a game that is so large. Another part that they really put a lot of effort in was the way melee fighting takes place. The way it looks and reacts is unlike I've seen in any other game out there. The combat is not extremely difficult, but the way it looks on your screen is amazing. Your character's movements often look unique to the moment and even uses the environment to her advantage to defeat enemies. Every weapon you pick up is unique in the way it handles and looks as you fight your way through the infectious and humans out there. The amount and detail of violence is something that is rarely seen in a game. The blood flows more than in most horror movies, and the infectious are more than often not killed up close in full detail. All that violence keeps you constantly on edge. It's something that Naughty Dog did really well. When you've taken out an NPC, other guards may start to call out their names and get nervous if they don't get a reaction back. Dogs give a scream when you've killed them, and their owners will come look for them. I cheer for the developers to take this route, as you really get sucked in deeper through this constant excitement. During battles, I've never felt that a human AI behaved as human as they do in this game. They jump on objects when searching for you, react to downed enemies, try to surprise you by circling around you, and so on. The subtle details in how this was programmed is really amazing and worthy to mention. The music in The Last of Us 2 is really well composed. It's subtle and relaxing when it needs to be, and intense and actionful at those moments when you're on fear. I can only salute the persons in charge of the music in this game. In story-driven games, I'm often not inclined to go for another run after I've completed it. Although I won't play The Last of Us 2 for quite some time, since I'm just too busy with other games, I can really see me picking this up in the future to have another go at it. Besides the story, there are some other reasons you might want to play the game once more. Not all trophies can be unlocked in one go, and you can try the game in a higher difficulty level in New Game Plus. And for those of you who are into action sections of the game, you can replay each one of them through the encounter section. Once you've completed an encounter section, you can always replay it on any difficulty you choose through the main menu. To get a sense of what you will be getting when you buy The Last of Us 2, you will spend around 25 to 30 hours on one playthrough of the story alone. If you've missed collectibles, then add some more hours, then try to unlock the trophies you've missed. And if you wanted it, you can complete the entire game again in New Game Plus. If you add all of this up, then you can see that The Last of Us 2 gives you much more than most of the large similar priced titles out there. If I were to describe The Last of Us 2 in a few words, it would be extremely well balanced. The cutscenes were never too long, the fighting sections always took the right amount of time, and the exploration of each and every chapter was perfect and flowed perfectly from one section to another. It's very important that a game as beautiful as this one doesn't feel like a drag. Like a good book, I felt like I couldn't put the controller down as I wanted to know more how the story unfolds, and when the end was finally reached, I felt like I couldn't have added anything more and was truly happy in my gamer heart. That's why I won't give any points in this review. This game, like any other, has a few minor flaws, but this bothered me at no time at all. For me, this is a perfection piece, and thus as a gamer, I couldn't be more happy and will recommend this to anyone that has a PlayStation. So what are you waiting for? Go out and get this great experience as you want to enjoy it yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe to us if you like this review and leave a like. If you have something nice to say, you can as well leave a comment. See you again soon at many of our other videos. Hopefully you like our content.
If I ever were to lose